Hello, Julie here and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to make this embellishment to go into this signature here. I have done this one as a practice to see if it works, and it does. So what I've got here is a pull out journaling spot, or like I've got a little bit of like so, and so it's got both sides. You've got plenty of journaling space there, and then we have a large journaling card behind it, so it's a belly band. And I've held that shut with a paper clip. That may change. I may make a hidden paper clip or something to go on there. I don't know yet. We'll see. So that's what we're going to do now. So what we need, I've got a piece of, this is a masterboard that I've created with the scraps from this kit that I'm using, and I've backed that onto some cream cardstock. So that's a nice sturdy piece. I have got my A4 piece of coffee dyed paper folded. Now I scored that at 1/2 inch, then 3 inches, 5.5 inches, 8 inches, 10.5 inches, and that gives me that. So each of those folds is 2.5 inches wide. That one, the first one I just did freehand, and it was a bit wobbly, so I decided to go with the scoring. So if you want to have your line straight, use your scoreboard. If you're not too fussed, well, then you can just do it by eye. Now this is a piece of digital that I have backed onto some file folder, just to give it that extra stability, because that's going to be my actual belly band that's attached to the page and holds all of this together. So to start with, what I need to do is attach this paper to this paper. So I'm just going to run some glue. I use my art glitter glue today. Just run that along that 1/2 inch fold with it. Yes, that 1/2 inch piece. And attach that so that that 1/2 inch piece comes around the back of our 2.5 inch by 8.25 inch piece that we're using as the base of our belly band. So that goes behind that. Now, I didn't on that one, but I should have, and I will on this one. I'm going to just grab some washi tape that, I'm not too fussed about. I don't know about this one, it looks pretty crappy. Let me get another one. Isn't it marvellous when you want one? They're never to be seen, but when you're looking for one, they're right on the top. So this one is probably one, well, it would probably go right with this kit, but it's not going to actually be seen. It's just going to go on there so that anything that we put into that belly band is not going to get caught on the edge of that paper. And I'm putting some extra glue down just to make sure that it stays stuck. Okay, and burnish that down so that it's going to stay on there nicely. Get my scissors and trim that off. You could fold it over if you preferred, but well, actually you couldn't fold it over because then you would see it. That's going to make sure that anything that we put in that, behind that belly band, is not going to get caught on the edge of that paper. It'll slide in there smoothly. Now, so that gives us our belly band and our paper that opens out like this. Now, I'm going to put my top piece on, but I'm going to back that first. So let's get some glue onto this. How is everybody? It's a nice day here in Adelaide today. I've washed my sheets and got them out and dried and back on the bed, so very happy about that. We have had some pretty horrendous weather, but seems to be improving. Now I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to try and get that as near as damn it to on there perfectly. So the reason that I'm doing this is because you will see the back of this when we pull our paper out. And my digital was just single-sided, so I needed to cover up the white. Now I'm going to ink around that. Yeah, so I am pre-recording this, so when you see it, it may not be perfect weather like it is actually today, but anyway, at least we've had it. And living in Adelaide, we've got this to look forward to. We have beautiful springs, mostly beautiful summers. Sometimes we get a bit of a heat wave, but mostly the spring and summer, and even the autumn, are quite pleasant. Okay, now I'm going to ink around the edges of this, although I probably didn't want to ink that edge, but anyway, it's done now. I don't really need to ink that because that's already pretty dark, so let's do this. And the other side, because we do see both sides of this, of course. This coffee dyed paper is just your normal 80 GSM printer paper. Okay. That goes like that, that goes like that, and this is, make sure you've got your belly band pattern up the right way, which that is. Now we're going to attach this onto that. So let's put some glue on here. Lay that down and lay this on top of it. So we've got that fairly neat. Doesn't have to be perfect, but something that does not look like it's a complete mess. Burnish that down. Open it out and burnish this side as well. Make sure we've got all of that glue spread right out. Okay, so there we have our belly band that's going to be attached to the page, and then this opens out like that and like that. Okay, so let's attach that to the page. Now I'm not putting any pattern paper on this page because I'm going to put this journaling card behind it, and it almost covers it, so not necessary, I don't think. So I'm going to run some glue along here and along here, and pop that down onto my page about central, I'm not going to measure it, I'm just going to go by eye. Let's burnish that down. Open that out so we can get our bone folder in there nicely. Make sure we get rid of any excess glue. That is our belly band. Now it opens like, oh, this one opens the other way. The other one opened from this side, but it doesn't really make any difference. Now I've got some tabs here. I'm going to put a tab on there. I've just punched these using my whale tail punch. Now, okay, let's stick that down. About the middle. Once again, I'm not going to measure. About there's one. Finish that down. Okay, so now on to our journaling card. Nothing too fancy here, just around those edges. Okay, and now I'm going to ink around the edge. Okay. Okay, now what have we got happening there? A little bit of loose paper from the masterboard. And once again, one of these whale tail tabs. These are just punched from one of this page actually, of printable. And now, is there a right way or a wrong way to this? I think that might be the right way. Yeah. I'm going to pop that on there. Let's do that. Once again, I'm just gauging the centre, not measuring it. burnish that. Okay, so now that can go in there like so, and that gives us our finished page. So there we go, plenty of writing space, nice little belly band, more writing space on the back of that, and we've got a nice sturdy page happening just from a book page. Okay, so that's my project for today. Oh, now I have got a paper clip to keep this closed. Put that on this side maybe. It's not very good, is it? Yes. Okay, so there we go. That keeps our little paper folded. I wonder if it would be better off on this side. Does it fold all right? Yeah. There we go. There we go. All right, so there are my 2 pages. Oh, don't know where the other one is now. There it is. So that's them. See what I mean about this one? This one opens that way, this one opens that way. So, and this one's wider. So you can make these as wide as you like. Okay, all right, no worries. Well, thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, I'd love it if you give me the thumbs up and, you know, subscribe, all those lovely things. That would be fantastic. All right, bye for now.